And now, straight from the law-abiding biker media studio,
out of sunny Yakima, Washington,
we bring you another episode of the
#1 listen to motorcycle podcast.
We're in your head.
We're in your head.
We're in your head.
We're in your head.
We're going to start this podcast off with a little toast, and it's going to be to honor. If you can't come in her, come on her.
Dude.
Hola, papi. Ven y escucha otro episodio del LAB.
Hola, mami.
You feel what I'm putting down, Popeye?
I'm feeling it, buddy. I'm picking it up. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. You know what this is. It's the podcast for the Big MM, the motorcycle majority, the
99%.
That's right, straight from Lurch. I gotta ask you, freaking bikeaholics, what are you waiting for? Mount up. Let's go for a ride.
Put it all aside and get out there and ride.
Could you imagine a world without cell phones?
No.
That's right. One, the only Lurch in the house. Studio right. What up, buddy?
Ring.
There you go. And of course, studio left.
You're getting better at that each time.
He is. All right. So,
Because I eat me spinach.
you know what there, Lurch?
He's Popeye the Sailor Man.
Do you, he is getting good at that.
Yes.
You know what we're going to have to do is get some sound bites, just some regular sound bites, and I'll doctor them up a little bit, and then we'll have that, your actual voice for your little intro
That
there.
wouldn't be bad, huh?
Now, Lurch has one job in here, and what's his job?
Get on a bike and ride.
No, besides
It's
that.
to reset
Mix-
the clock, and he hasn't done it yet.
Oh. I was going to say mixed cocktails? I don't know.
Thank you, Popeye, for calling him on his
Hold
job.
on.
That's
I'll
2
hold it up here
episodes.
so everybody can hear it. You just heard that.
Beep.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a HD sound effect right there. Holding the timer up to the microphone. Nothing but quality. So, what's up there, Popeye? Appreciate you riding down tonight.
Rode down tonight. Another day in the studio, hanging out, spitting a couple podcasts.
There you go. Did you like the dinner? Did you like
Always
the
good dinner? Good dinner. Always good dinner.
Yep. You really raved over my burgers tonight.
Those
Not
are
gonna lie
good
to you.
burger. Oh man, I'll tell you what. You might want to market those. You might have a job after LE.
Yes. Very, very good. Lurch,
I
what's
say you
happening
better
in your
stick
life?
with a podcast. They weren't that good.
Now he liked them.
Hey, we're good.
They were tasty. Thanks for the food, bro.
Not just a hamburger, bacon burger.
Yeah,
Bacon burger.
but I forgot my
Yeah.
bacon, and then I was too lazy to get my fat butt up and get the bacon.
You know you're American
Yeah.
when you're too lazy to
American.
get up and eat bacon.
Yeah.
You know,
The bacon wasn't eating the bacon.
right?
Speaking of bacon,
Is a
I had to
pig's
find
pussy
it.
pork?
Yes, it is. I had to find another source for my pork because LD apparently can't keep a pig alive more than a couple months. So,
Dude,
yeah,
I didn't think they were that tough from what I hear.
I think
animal
that- yeah.
control's coming to his house.
I think his neighbor poisoned him, but I
You
got lucky, and I got half a pig coming.
All right.
Yeah.
You do now?
I do. I'm back in the business.
From LD?
No. I got another source this year. I'll
Somebody
go-
who can keep the pig alive.
Yeah, I'll go to him if he could just keep him going. I'd
Well,
rather
you gotta-
support my brother. But
You got to feed him and give him water.
yeah, and not let him and not let him get poisoned.
I don't know if that's the case. I think that's
Well,
just...
he didn't put
I
him
think-
near his house. He put him near his neighbor's house.
No, that's an alibi
Who would
because
wanna-
otherwise he's going to have animal rights people all over his porch. So if he says, I think somebody framed me and they poisoned my pigs. No, LD, you got to feed him.
Why, and it's not like it's a rooster that crows in the morning. It's a
Thank
stupid
you.
pig. He just lays around and wallows in the mud.
Yeah. I've been to his house how many times? I've never heard the pigs screaming out there.
No.
Do you hear the pigs cry, Clarice? You hear
Nice,
them
dude.
crying for you.
It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
I don't think those pigs are making the whole poison framing thing. I'm not buying.
Well, when he gets
You were-
this farming thing figured out, I will buy from him.
I will
I'd rather
too.
support
Maybe
him and his
we need-
kids than
We need to get him like
people's,
that Sims farm game, for
Oh, yeah.
let him try that first.
Yeah, start with the virtual farm before you
Once he shows us he can keep the farm alive on computer, we'll let him try further.
I had dinner with the missus last night, and I broke the news to her. We didn't have half a pig coming.
Uh-oh.
She goes, I just told a friend we didn't need any. And so we got a hold of her, the friend, and
Thanks, LD.
asked if she still had some. Because here's the deal. Everybody out in West Valley, I shouldn't say everybody, but the kids, they have the 4-H, and they raise the pigs. They sell them at 4-H, and they make quite a bit of money for the school and whatnot. Well, the pigs that don't make weight, they sell off. Those are the ones you want to get because you can get them cheap.
Yeah.
So I got one that didn't make weight. It's still a pretty good sized pig. It's just not big enough to sell at 4-H. So got half of one of those coming. Bacon, 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 bacon.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of LD,
yeah,
hasn't been in the studio since like last summer.
He's a busy dude.
Wow. No. Here's what happened.
Oh,
he's not here to defend himself. Don't defend him.
I was.
Okay.
Let's throw him under the bus.
Oh yeah, I'm throwing him under the bus. That was nice. Here's the deal. He was engaged, so he already had his balls in his fiance's purse.
Yeah, but he only was engaged like on a Friday and got married on Saturday.
Right. That's okay. And then he got married.
Right.
I don't think she allows him to come over here anymore.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. He says he's busy. It's not because of that, dude. His balls are in her purse.
It's because he likes to go to bed early and get up early, like somebody else I know.
You're backing
I
him
don't
out,
go to
dude.
bed early.
I've invited him over here a ton of times, dude. And even before you and Sarge came down, he hasn't even been here since then.
No kidding.
Invite him every time.
Wow.
Yep. I'm pretty sure he's not allowed to come over here anymore.
Big
Maybe
giant-
I'm a bad influence.
Big giant veg.
Well,
Right.
the second half of that's true. You are a bad influence.
True.
Well,
Never mattered before he got married.
He does go to bed early.
He does.
Yeah.
He's
Ridiculous.
in bed at 9. Guarantee
Oh
you.
yeah. Even on our summer trip, there, we'd be all, having a few cocktails in the room, and he's over there going to bed. Like, wake your ass up. We got stuff to do.
He let her loose once or twice
Yeah.
Once.
when the guy called him Captain America, and his answer was a blank U.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I didn't know he was wearing a Captain America shirt. I didn't get it.
I didn't either. But
I
it
just
was
thought
fun.
some guy thought he was his captain. Hey,
Yeah.
Captain.
Yeah, but we were all homophobic too. So we were thinking guys were trying to pick up on us. We were all on homophobic edge. We were. It's San Francisco, man.
Hey,
Yeah, we didn't.
I put duct tape over my bunghole. I did.
hey,
You
I
guys
can't
didn't know
help.
that.
I can't help it, man. I just exude sexuality.
Yeah,
I can't help it.
you got us kicked off the rice-a-roni.
Right.
It wasn't me. It was LD.
That's what I said. Him.
Oh,
LD
yeah,
got us
yeah.
kicked off the rice-a-roni. Up there ringing the bell.
Had it free ride to one way to you got to pay to get off.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys march right off right now.
That's
You're
all I
done.
need, dude. Front page of the San Francisco paper, a picture of me after being raped, sucking my thumb or something, dude. I was homophobic, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, God. You know what pisses me off?
We haven't even went anywhere yet.
No, we haven't. And you know what? We're still not going to go anywhere because you know what pisses me off?
No, but I'm waiting for it.
No, I want to ask you.
Better be pissed off than pissed on.
I love that one. I got to ask you, just be serious. I'm not setting you up for failure. Trust me.
Mhm.
I'm not.
Trust me, he says.
What kind of
Yeah.
peanut butter do you eat? Skippy, Jiffy, what?
The chunky kind. I don't know.
But what brand?
I don't know.
Is
Jeff,
it? Okay. All right.
whatever.
I'm not set-
Whatever looks good.
right. Is that good to you?
Hey.
Is it creamy?
We're going somewhere.
We're not. That's what I'm saying. You guys are way too paranoid in this studio.
Well, after you're talking about covering your bunghole in San Francisco,
I did.
dude, what kind of peanut butter do you eat?
2 strips of duct tape over my bunghole.
Yeah.
All right. Lurch,
I
what kind?
don't eat peanut butter.
Whatever.
No, I don't.
It's
I
pretty
don't.
rare I ever do either.
I don't. It's not really good for you.
But if you did,
Actually, it's high in protein. It's not too
what
bad.
kind? If you're like,
If you get actual peanut butter,
no, hang on.
I'm not-
Hey, it's not up for discussion yet. All I'm asking, and then we'll set it up.
I think we have.
If you were going to eat peanut butter and you're like, I just have to have a peanut butter sandwich, what kind are you going to pick off the shelf? Skippy, Jiffy, what?
probably Jiffy.
Dude,
Right.
I don't know.
Jiffy.
Whatever looks good.
Jiffy.
Right.
That's what I grew up on.
Okay,
so
well,
Jiffy.
here's the deal.
Mid-grade.
Here's what pisses me off. Okay? Because I grew up like this, grew up with it when I was a kid.
That's why I don't eat it anymore.
No.
I had enough damn peanut butter and jelly
Yeah.
sandwiches the rest of my life. I don't eat them.
Well, here's what my
Life is too short to eat
Hey,
crappy
I love
food.
peanut butter.
You're not mad at Ryan. You're mad at your father. Calm down.
Yep. We need to have a little counseling
My
session
dad
here.
didn't make sandwiches. My mama did.
What happened to you when you were a boy?
Well, there was an incident with some peanut butter.
And the dog.
Did your mommy kiss you? Never mind. We're not going there. When you have to
Didn't
stall.
yours kiss you?
Ooh,
Didn't yours kiss you? I mean, I don't know.
So here's what I'm pissed off about.
Hey, my family, we're huggers, man.
You are huggers.
Yeah, freak some people out, but
You
that's the way
do
it
good
is.
you give good hugs, my wife says too.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get all in there. I'm not
You do.
afraid.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I know what you're
yeah.
doing when you're hugging my wife
I don't
too.
lean away. I don't, I don't do that little lean in, like we're an A-frame. No, I get right up in.
Oh,
it.
you do. You
Yep.
squish them right up against
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're gonna hug from me, you're getting all of me, baby.
My wife says, besides me, you're the only other guy whose shoulder she's been over. Because you picked her up and put her over your shoulder at some point when we were younger.
Yeah. How weird.
Yeah.
Was that the night I also rode a kid's Jeep
Maybe.
around?
Maybe.
You've done that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the little, the battery powered
yeah.
kind?
I got high centered on a sidewalk.
Oh, I fell out of one.
Can you imagine this guy on how tall he is on a frickin' Jeep? Okay, so here's what pisses me off, and just bear with me for a second. My wife comes home. I like the Skippy, the Jiffy. It's got some butter in it. It's creamy.
You like the creamy.
It tastes good. She brings home the real
Chunky.
real peanut butter, dude.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you
For her.
had- no,
Good for her.
no.
Yes, it is good.
Who said that?
They're good.
It
I don't
is.
care.
It's better for you. It's great protein. The real peanut butter.
Mhm.
Did I
Good
ask what's
protein.
better for me, or did I ask what's good?
Hey, at our age,
Well, obviously
you
you
should
don't-
eat what's good for you.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not eating
Obviously,
it.
you don't care.
I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm not eating it. Tastes like crap.
No, it's good.
You know what? If it shaves a year off my life, I'm good with that because I'm
'Cause
eating
it's
good
not
peanut butter.
full of hominized oil or whatever, oil
Here's what happened.
and saturated fat.
So I'm sitting in the studio working my butt off. My wife's at work. The oldest comes in, my oldest girl. She says, "Daddy, this peanut butter's bad. What's wrong with it? It's got 3 quarts of oil separated. Have you seen that with this real peanut butter, dude? It separates the peanut oil.
It's actual peanut oil.
It's disgusting. And it's that
Stir it
thick,
up, baby.
and it still tastes like
No.
crap.
The Jif will do that too.
No, it doesn't. I
If you
have
get it hot.
Jif.
If you get it hot, it will.
Hot? Gotta be
Yeah,
hot.
if it gets warm,
Oh, it'd
it'll
have to be
separate.
really hot because we have Jif, dude. It doesn't do that. And it has like this much oil on top
It's
of it.
because the
And I
Jif is
told her-
not peanut butter, bro.
Well, that's why I like it. I
Whatever.
don't want real peanut butter. And don't try to force your real peanut butter on me. I don't want your real peanut butter.
It's probably not in Jif. There's probably no peanuts.
I don't
No.
care.
It's
It tastes like peanut butter.
Genetically produced peanuts.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't even eat it, so don't try to back it up, dude. I'm just saying.
'Cause it's
my
not
wife's
good for
trying,
you.
but my wife's don't throw. I don't mind eating healthy food if it tastes good. That doesn't taste good. Have you eaten it? Seriously, it doesn't
Yes.
taste. It tastes like crap.
No, it
It
doesn't.
tastes like peanuts.
Yes, it does. You don't even know.
I do.
You said whatever looks good. Let me play it
Jiffy
back.
We're talking about real peanut butter.
Jiffy
Real
ta-
peanut butter is good. It's
It
good
is
for you.
good and good for
It's
you.
not good tasting.
It
Jiffy
is.
tastes
Yep.
good too because it's got a bunch of BS oils
Thank
and
you.
sugar in it.
Thank you. That's why I like it. I don't mind. I'll die early. Take a year off my life. I'm not
Hey,
eating
next time just
real
have
peanut butter.
a Jack and Coke for lunch instead of a peanut
There
butter
you
sandwich.
go. Yeah. All natural.
Oh God, I had to
Made
get
from
that off
stuff
my
from
chest.
made from stuff from the earth.
I just looked at my daughter when she brought that in. I said, "I'm sorry, honey. I promised myself that when I was a father, that would never set foot in my pantry, and your mother's done it.
She's
And
on
I'm
a-
sorry for that.
She's on an all natural health kick lately.
I don't know, dude. All right, so let's talk. Let's move on.
Let's talk some bikes.
Let's talk about the Harley hammock seat. I don't think I threw this out. It's been out for quite some time, but I haven't been able to.
Your geriatric seat.
Who's
God, it's ugly.
who's complaining the other day of being sore?
Not this guy.
Yes, you were. And
Lurch on
what
the
did you
trip.
say at dinner? I was a little sore after that ride
A
to
little.
Oregon.
a little.
Guess what? I
600
wasn't
plus
sore.
miles.
Okay, I wasn't sore at all.
Well, whatever.
Never went numb. Never hurt. Nothing. Could have kept riding. Could have rid to Seattle from Yakima.
My seat, I don't get sore on it either.
Thank you. If you're getting sore, you got a problem with your seat.
Or your prostate.
Yep, or your knee.
I got a bad knee. I agree.
He's looking up, going like,
I was like, I do
you guys-
have bad knee.
He's looking up. You guys might have a point.
Whatever. There's
Or
a
IBS.
very fine line between comfort and
Hemorrhoids.
style.
Hemorrhoids.
Don't have those.
Dude, We're not looking cool at our age, so who cares?
Speak for yourself, dude.
You're not looking cool.
Speak for yourself.
Whatever. Anyways, I got this Harley hammock seat out, guys, and I did a full video, an install video, and a review. It's a Harley hammock heated.
Park lounger.
Super. Oh, it is. It's like a recliner, dude. If you could put a recliner on a motorcycle, the Harley hammock is it.
I'm just not ready for it. It's a beautiful seat.
You will be ready
And you're
for
going
it.
to give me I know you're going to give an awesome review, and I won't contradict your review, but I'm telling you,
Don't rebut it.
I'm just not ready. I won't rebuke it either.
Get a bike like Sarge. It's like driving a sofa down the road.
Yeah.
Oh,
His seat, mine is just as comfortable as his if you haven't sat
Think
on it.
so?
Because I sat on his. Yeah, I was torn between the two.
I'll bet his is more expensive.
It is. It was a couple $100 more. His was because it's custom.
You don't even have any idea how much he paid for it, do you?
Yeah, did he said $1,200 or something like that?
Um,
Plus, he got his wife's too that day, so he paid double that. How much? How much?
It was more than my first truck.
Well, how much?
His seat,
I thought that's what he paid
his
for it.
seat is made out of alligator belly.
Correct, but it was extra they had laying around. He said.
Who made it?
It was not extra. It was. It's out of Kingston. There's a place over in Kingston where you can actually Kingston, Washington, take the Edmonds Kingston ferry over, and I can't remember the name of the seat place, but it's a guy you can actually go over there, and he's got a little apartment upstairs in his shop, and I think you can rent it for very cheap, but it's expensive. I'm thinking that he is over $3,000 into that seat.
Oh my God.
With the alligator belly. He said it was
Sure, that wasn't for. Is it this right here?
Yep, Rich's Custom Seats.
Rich's Custom
Yep.
Seats.
Rich's Custom Seats in Kingston, Washington. But no,
This wasn't even on the show
crap.
notes.
This
This is awesome.
Yeah, it was the biggest alligator belly seat the guy had ever done. Happened to have it sitting there, and so Sarge decided, I'll do it. But yeah,
Wow.
We need a sponsor from Rich's. We're gonna send him. We'll give him props. But it is a nice seat, man. This is it though. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
pretty sure. What's the address? Kingston, Washington? If it's Kingston, Washington,
Here's
that's
Google. Yeah, Kingston,
Kingston's
Washington.
small.
Yeah,
It's
that's it.
Yeah, it's the
Rich's.
only one.
So it's Rich's Custom Seats. RICHS.
Danny Gray's making Airhawk seats now too. Danny Gray's got some built-in Airhawks.
I'm going to send him a text, and we'll find out here later in the show. We'll confirm that that's what the actual place is, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's
Rich's.
8264 Northeast State Highway 104, Kingston, Washington. Rich's Custom Motorcycle Seats and Upholstery. Now, I have heard good things about him, more than just from Sarge.
I've never heard of him.
But I did sit on his seat, and he had his wife. He had his wife's seat made there too, and in fact, they were able to bring it down a little bit. Do I remember right? So she could touch the ground, right? Because she's shorter. Didn't
I think that they brought his down as well because on his bike, so he could touch a little bit better as well.
Okay.
He's not that tall.
Nice saddle. It is alligator.
Yeah.
Now I don't know for sure, but I remember talking to him. He might have been drinking again, kind of like when he was in the studio. He said that it was he was waiting for somebody that would use that alligator. I'm not saying it was like
Yeah, it'd been
Like-
sitting there. I mean,
right.
it was just,
so he gave him a
had
deal on it, but even at a deal, it was expensive.
yeah, it
But I
was-
thought he
it
gave him
was-
a little bit of a deal because he was like, "Hey, it's here." I could be wrong. I could be full of smoke.
You want to maybe compared to $5,000, but
That's
it
what I
was-
mean, right?
Yeah, he paid for it, but he said it was the biggest one that he had done.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
And he said you can like do tours over there, right? Did you hear this from him? He said you can actually
Yes,
walk
and he
through and
he just confirmed it's Rich's Custom Seats.
awesome
There in Kingston.
via text right there,
Boom.
live,
That's how we interact.
hmm
But how's your hammock? Pretty good.
dude. I've sat on his and it's awesome. Mine's not alligator skin, so but as far as comfort, I've sat on his. Now I haven't ridden his for 650 miles in a day, so I can't say that one's. But I'm telling you, after a 650-mile day, I'm golden on my hammock, dude. I could have kept riding.
This guy, what he actually does, you take your bike over there and he actually takes your seat and it sounds like you sit on the thing and he actually draws around your
Actually, you pull your pants down, bend over,
Yeah.
and measures your butt cheeks.
pretty much
he-
measures the size of your
right.
hole.
Put
and
duct-
then
You
duct
take
tape.
some ink and put some ink on your butt.
Mhm.
And
Right.
then you sit on the seat and then print the seat.
yeah,
Yes.
you do. You exactly. Draws around you, gets everything, gets your size and gets everything done. And he does it custom for you. But Sarge says he goes, his butt never gets sore. Well, maybe it's by something else, but not by
Right.
motorcycles.
In San
riding.
Francisco might be a different story.
Could
Sorry. All our San Francisco listeners were just teasing. It's good fun. But yeah, Richard, that's funny that it came up. Wasn't even on the show notes. But there you go. Props.
Sarge would be known as a silver fox down there.
Jeez,
I'd
dude.
probably have a different seat if I didn't have a wife who's so dang short.
I don't know. You need to have her try this. You haven't had her try. I said you could go ride. You can take it for a full day. You know, you're welcome to my bike.
Your back seat's too tall.
I don't think so.
You've got the
I know it is because it's taller than the.
But it may not
Sundowner.
affect her because of the way it's made and the way it's soft, and so it may
maybe
on her inner loins.
The Sundowner seat I had,
Her inner
it was
loins
putting
may.
pressure on her inner loins and actually made her feet go to sleep.
Is that what you have? Mustang Sundowner?
I have a Mustang wide tripper,
Wide tripper.
and the rear seat is the same dimensions as the seat I had on for her on my Y Glide, and so that's why I got it. And it's a thinner seat.
I've got the Mustang Super Touring.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, it's comfortable. The wife liked it on the last ride, and because you can get a.
How are her loins?
Fine. Well, the only problem is once again she's short.
You button hooked me. I didn't know you were going to button hook me.
Go ahead.
She's short, and so her back of her calves hit on my hard bags on the on
really?
the saddlebags.
Oh, geez.
So I've got to get some. I was thinking floorboards really don't come up that much. So I was thinking some highway pegs.
You can get floorboards. You can have them raised.
Mm-hmm, I know.
Yeah.
And then there's actually passenger highway pegs.
Yes.
That you can get for your bike as well that fold in and out of the way for when you're riding. And so you're on the
Kuryakin.
highway. Yep, Kuryakin makes it.
Oh, boo.
You don't like Kuryakin?
Dude. No, I'm not very happy with them.
They haven't been treating you right lately.
Nope.
Hmm.
And we're going to call them out in another episode. But
Sounds like you just did.
I'm calling them out. Now, you guys, the last episode, we called a couple companies out, but we believe in these companies. Now, I don't know, dude. Kuryakin makes some okay stuff, and they did at the beginning. They're starting to get a little gaudy with their stuff.
They got a lot of gaudy crap. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not quality or anything like that.
Oh, like some of the air.
I think they got too big for their head.
Stuff.
I think they got too big for their head too fast, and they don't really relate to the biker community anymore. But we'll give them a chance. That's coming up in another episode. But
They have a few products
They do.
that I like.
Right.
And I agree with you. They've got a lot of ugly stuff.
yeah, they got really big really fast, and I think they got a little big for their heads. All right. What else?
I was just looking at a text Sarge just sent me.
You were saying about highway pegs that
Kuryakin makes.
Kuryakin makes.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's an option. Good information.
It's good information. Yeah, no, it says highway pegs come down, so when you're riding, your passenger can fold them out, and then they're like if your passenger's short, then that should raise their feet up off the bags,
Yeah.
Right.
so that they're not hitting. Especially if you got a bagger and you get those hard bags, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just if your passenger isn't tall, it's probably got a little bit more of a tendency, unless you get the pegs raised up, that your passenger is going to hit the back of their legs a little bit.
Right. Can you text?
I got a question. Do those highway pegs, do they drop panties?
Panty dropper.
No, it's not the highway pegs specifically that drop. It's the engine of what the highway pegs are on.
Gotcha.
Panty droppers.
Panty droppers. Oh yeah.
Twerk it.
Just want to drop a few panties. Take the baffles out of your mufflers.
Can you text Sarge, since you're texting with him, and ask him what is true, how he felt about the podcast that he gave? Just say, what's your,
I don't think you're ever going to get them back.
Well, see, he just asked me. He says, what's the BAC there? And I said, it's about a 0.01 as usual. And he's like, I think it's a 0.10 plus,
No.
plus, I think. And good luck with that.
Not
So,
even close.
Well, what I will tell him is that not everybody, Sarge, has to drink whiskey the entire podcast. when they're here.
Nice. We're actually drinking PBR, and I'm just fine.
Right.
I actually have a full belly from the bacon burgers I made, and drinking PBR. So there you go, guys. Rich Custom Seats didn't even have that in the show notes. That's how we roll here. We have some show notes, but oftentimes we come up with better content on the fly.
Are you going to finish the review of your hammock, though?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Wax on, sir.
I am going to tell you guys just simply, 5 stars on the Harley hammock. And I just encourage you guys to go over to lawabidingbiker.com/Harley hammock. Full blog there, full review, very, very detailed video. Not only a review video, but it tells you how much you sit up higher, how much forward. I'm very detailed about it. And then I show you how to install and wire that seat. So completely free video, guys. So head over there, check that out. Oh, right here. Bikeaholics, you want to support us? That's right. Where's the one online market? You can get almost everything. That's right, Amazon. All right. Can't get the Harley hammock on Amazon. Can't buy Harley stuff on Amazon usually, unless somebody's selling it used.
Right.
But I buy a ton of other stuff on Amazon. And if you guys want to help us, lawabidingbiker.com/Amazon, no additional cost to you. We just get a small commission. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even have to be motorcycle stuff.
Now, puts a little gas in the lab tank.
I like it. Very, very well stated. All right. Now let's talk about, we have a new hang around here with the Mother chapter. We just want to give a shout out because I know he listens. Jake, shout out. You don't have to raise your hand.
He knows
Appreciate
the difference
it.
between the giant and the bull.
He knows his
Paul Bunyan,
his
the babe.
history too.
Jake is the one that took the picture of the giant with the bull and sent it. Totally just hacking.
Hey,
Hacking.
Jake came to my birthday party,
He did.
brought me a bottle of whiskey.
Jake's good people.
I'm starting to like him a little bit.
What kind?
What did he bring? I don't know.
Pendleton.
There were 16 bottles that showed up at my house for my birthday.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
I'm the only one that didn't buy him something
Brought me some tools,
alcoholic.
and I appreciate that, brother. Brought me some
Allen, American T-handle Allen
Allens.
wrenches.
I was at Watershed. I
Can't
didn't
drink
make it.
those.
That's all right.
That's well noted. Well noted. You missed his birthday.
I think you're right. I think he brought me a bottle of Pendleton.
He did, because they asked.
Mm.
I said, get him Pendleton. LD asked you, what's your favorite whiskey? I said, I don't know his favorite, but get him Pendleton. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, I got Pendleton. I
Pendleton.
got Jack. I got some The Glenlivet.
That was my second.
Gentleman Jack.
Get any Bushmills?
I got 2 bottles of Bushmills.
Did you?
Yeah, I got.
Oh.
No, not Bushmills. I'm sorry, Jameson.
Oh.
I prefer Jameson over Bushmills.
Oh,
So
boo.
I got a regular bottle of Jameson and a 12-year-old bottle of Jameson. A couple bottles of Fireball. A lot of different whiskeys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Jake is our new Mother chapter perspective member. He's actually in hang around status right now. 100% vote he got without a question. So yeah, props. I know Jake listens to the podcast, and it was not even a hesitation when we voted for him. You've met Jake because he
have.
went on our summer trip.
Yeah. I've met him before that too.
All right.
Ridden with him several times, hung out with him several times. So back to Sarge.
Oh, yeah,
When he's
yeah.
coming back.
Go ahead, sidetrack us again. Good job.
He
Good
says
job.
he hasn't recovered from the last time yet.
I told you he's never coming back.
He's not going to talk about it.
He needs to redeem himself.
Tell him the best way to.
We should cold call him.
We should. Maybe we'll do that.
Oh.
The best way to get over it is
to get
to
under it.
admit it. Is to just admit.
Got to admit you have a podcast problem.
Right. You got a podcast problem. Now, Jake is wearing, of course, in perspective status with the Sworn Few. He wears support gear, the support t-shirt. At some point, if he keeps moving along, he'll get his perspective cut with no back patch, and he'll be able to wear just a Sworn Few rectangle front patch.
Front tab.
A tab. Very nice. So he's got to, and then from there, he'll have a minimum of 6 months. That's after he gets done with hang around period. And there's no minimum with hang around period, but there's minimum with perspective member.
It takes about a year.
Minimum.
And and recently, without throwing anything specific out there, is
Go ahead and
we,
throw it specific.
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Are we getting
Yeah,
there?
we're going to get to that.
We are? I don't know what you're
Yes.
talking about.
Yeah, you do. It's in your notes. We're
All right.
going to move on to it.
Oh, that's our segue into the
Yeah.
next topic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wait
That's-
for it. I can wait
oh,
for it.
Yeah. You'll have a lot of insight into
You'll
that.
have a
so we'll
lot of
wait.
insight,
Okay, go ahead. Carry on. We'll get to it in a minute.
which is exactly why I threw this topic in this episode.
See, I actually reviewed my show notes before I came over here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what happens when you pay for help. They do their work.
what
I
happened.
didn't pay you either.
That's what
Sorry.
that's what happens when you don't have kids.
Oh,
Fair enough. Yeah, I have time.
thank you, Lurch. for
Hey, I
being
got
prepared.
a little afternoon delight before I came over here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
How does that song go?
Afternoon delight, skyrockets in flight. Speaking of not having kids.
Jackass.
All right. So good job, Jake. And we'll keep you guys posted.
So far, so good.
So far, and it was a quick vote. once he was ready, and he's actually been hanging around with us before he was even considered hang around status. He just started riding with us, really likes what he sees. Solid guy. You can tell right when we first met him, it didn't take long. You really get a feel for guys. That first, second impression, he was one of the guys you're like, and we never pushed him. He's been riding with us a lot. He finally stepped up and said, that is something I want to be involved in. And he came to us, and that's how it is here in Sworn Few LEMC. You come to us.
That's
we
how
don't push
Oscar
you.
came around to us.
Exactly. We don't push you. We don't recruit you. We don't care. You do what you want. But if you want to be with us, then you got to come to us. You got to put in the work. You got to tell us what you want and all that kind of stuff. So we've been very good at filtering less than desirable individuals in this club. Now, that is our segue into our next topic. We're going to get into, of course, we cover it all here at the Lab podcast. We're going to get into a little bit of club stuff on this episode. And we recently, and we have Popeye down here, and this was a North Crew deal. Yo. This was a North Crew deal. They had somebody up there recently, and we're not going to name any names. It's not about that. It's not about throwing anybody under the bus. We're just going to tell you, give you a little bit of a inside peek, and some of our most popular episodes and some of the emails I still get from people have been advice, and we're not perfect. We're not claiming that. But it has been the episodes we've done on, how we have determined or how we've decided to do things within our club. Some of the screening processes, a lot of clubs have changed the way they do things. In fact, on some interviews, right on this podcast, some guys have admitted that because of our podcast and the way the Sworn Few runs, they've realized that they needed to tighten the ropes. They needed to have better screening. They were getting a lot of cruddy members, so to speak, a lot of people that were stirring things up. They weren't really being selective. They were selling their colors and all that kind of stuff. So I do want to get into a little club stuff here. This individual was, again, we'll never mention names. We'll never associate any other clubs. We'll never talk bad about another club like that. So really, that isn't the point of this particular matter. It's a matter of explaining why we have the processes that we have in place and that they do work. And if you implement them, they will work for you, and you will avoid massive, massive headaches by implementing up front your selection process and making sure you weed out people before they become that member and they cause problems within your club and those sorts of things. So what happened is, in fact, why don't you, Popeye, let's start and just give a foundation for this. Again, we're not going to name any names.
Right.
We're not going to name any clubs. It has nothing to do with that. We would never throw anybody under the bus like that. We hope the best for this individual. Sincerely hope he moves on and does the best. But we just want to say, not material for our club for a couple reasons, as we found out. Tell us how this individual apparently, because we don't recruit, came to the North Crew, to the Big River chapter, and was seeking possible membership. Go ahead.
Right. Well, and first of all, I will say, if this individual is listening, is that, he is a good guy and great dude and nothing bad about him, but there is a reason why we do what we do.
Absolutely.
And
well said.
This individual approached us and had told us basically that he liked everything about what we were doing, what we stood for, what we stand for, what we do, who we are. We're all about family. We're all about brotherhood and all that stuff. Liked all of it. He knew several of our members up north, and he'd known them for quite some time, had approached them. I had not. I did not know this person, so I was, in the process of meeting him. He started riding with us.
Wasn't he, I'm just going to stop because I don't want to go too quick. He was with another LE club.
He was with a big club, with a national LE club.
LE only, or
no? It wasn't LE only.
Okay.
They had an intermix. Didn't like the way that club kind of was going because of the fact that it was not.
It was a public service club, though, wasn't it?
It was.
Isn't it firemen and police and?
Yeah, there's quite a few. Yeah,
because there's a lot of clubs
right.
like that, right?
Right. Yeah, it was basically public service. You didn't, and you could have been prior LE and have gotten out even as well. from what I understand. So they may have had guys that only did 5 years.
So you didn't have to
on
be
the
fully
job.
retired. As long as you
Right.
at some point in your life were a cop, you could be in there.
Pretty much is how they now. I don't think their bylaws stated that. Though that's their bylaws stated differently, but that's what they started to allow.
Gotcha.
So they were kind of breaking their own bylaws in that aspect. So he
Never
didn't like
heard that before.
Yeah. So he didn't really like the way things were going there. Started talking to us, really liked the way, our brotherhood that we had set up, liked what we had going on over here, knew that we did family barbecues and get-togethers, lots of rides, and was really excited about what we had going on. So, and like I said, he knew some of the other guys real well. He'd known them for quite some time. Started riding with us. Made it more than evident that he wanted at some point to get patched. And when I was asking me multiple times, how long is the process? How long is the process? I'm fine with, however
He
long
was
it takes.
emailing me, Facebooking me,
Yep.
private message like every other 3 days.
Yeah.
He seemed really,
Yep.
really intense about it. And I was like, cool, but there's no speedy process.
Right.
And I told him that, he's cool. He's cool. I have no problem with this guy at all.
Nope. Yeah. Good dude. Good dude. But yeah, just wanted to know, like I said, how long it would take and whatnot. And maybe that's what kind of finally threw him off track is that, he went riding with us. And then LD actually was going through Facebook and going through another club's stuff. And once again, is that, here, we're going to look at your stuff. We're going to we're friends with a lot of other LEMCs.
Did LD, sorry, I was sidetracked. Did LD talk to him about this?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He asked me about it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But,
Gotcha.
and once again, is even as recent as a couple of days ago, I spoke with this individual about, he's like, well, I'm a member of, such and such a group now, but I'd still like to ride with you guys. And I said, absolutely, bro. I go, we're ready to ride with any LEMC at any time.
Yep.
Whenever, wherever, we're all about that. We're all about the brotherhood.
Very nice.
So I said, yeah, just let me know. But anyway, so
you did talk to him a couple days ago, huh?
Oh yeah.
See, we haven't talked about this. So good. Right here on the mics, open mic. But cool, good.
So LD had been going through Facebook, and saw this picture with, that looked like this individual and asked me, hey, is so-and-so, doing something with this other club? And I kind of just said, I don't know. But basically, I think what it boils down to is that this individual just did not want to put in the time.
Right.
He wanted a patch.
Nothing wrong with that. Cool.
No.
Each to his own.
Yep.
Right.
Wanted the patch.
I
He just
agree.
wanted it quicker.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And realized
And it is what it is.
Sworn Few MC is never going to hand you a patch. Ever. You work for it, and we have those things in place for a reason, and it has happened. This is not the first time. We're just talking about it right now. There has been another one that was kind of similar. But yeah, that's what happens with a lot of guys. They find out about us. They like what they see. They like what they do. But as everything in life, a lot of people don't want to put in the work. And I agree with you. Props to him. He found a club that he could, whatever. I've looked a little bit with some of their processes, obviously definitely not even close
Right.
to as our processes. We're pretty much, I can't find any other club out there that has as grueling.
Well, especially for an LE group, a lot of them
right.
just let you in, and not to, we've talked about this before. So
Is the other club completely? It's not fully LE.
no,
It's a mix.
I
think it's a mix.
Might not be.
Well,
I'll look as you two are.
I'll look it up for you.
Okay.
I'll look it up for
Do
you.
that.
What do you think, Matt? You haven't said much.
I have nothing to say.
Why?
I told you what I thought a long time ago.
Well, that is, I understand. Okay. I can't even think of that club's name right now, but I'll think of it.
Yeah.
Give me a. Lip reading again, huh? Oh yeah. You guys,
Charades, playing charades.
if you guys could see these guys, they're doing that. That was actually funny stuff, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, and not to be, like I said, not to beat a dead horse or something. We've already talked about, our LEMC or other LEMCs, anything like that. This applies to a broader group. Here's what we're doing here is, we're a lab studio. We're all about law-abiding bikers in general. So what we're speaking to is that make sure that you vet whoever is coming into your club.
It said 100% up there, by the way.
Oh, did it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go up or down?
Scroll back up.
Keep your thought there.
There you go. 100%.
We're
There you
looking.
go.
Okay, yeah. But
So
you know
whatever-
what? A lot of
whatever-
people claim that, and it's not true.
Yeah, that's
So I don't know for sure But go ahead. Go ahead.
I was
with
just
your
going to
thought.
say, it's a broad range. Is that, like I say, not just to narrow it down to LE clubs, but in any club, make sure you know who you're bringing in. Make sure you have your protocol in place so that you know who you're getting in. You know who's coming in.
Just because you're a cop does not mean I'm going to like you.
Thank you.
Right.
Nor does it mean you're going to make a good
And I'm just
motorcycle chapter member.
right. And I'm saying, in
or if you're
general
a
as well.
fireman, or if you're an electrician, or whatever it is there shouldn't be an automatic thing that gets you into a club.
Right.
With you, I don't care that. I mean, yes, we're an LE club, but I don't really necessarily care that you guys are cops. I would just hang out with you guys anyway.
Right.
So for me, if I'm willing to hang out with a guy regardless of the club, that is important to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can't
shouldn't be just automatic inclusion.
No, you can't go for any type of club. I mean,
Any club.
any club whatsoever. Is if you're just going to come in and buy a patch, who's to say that you like the supposed brothers if you're just buying a patch that you're supposed to be hanging out with and getting along with. Heck with that. Let's make sure we all get along. Let's make sure you've got that tight bond. I mean, to me, that's what the club is about.
And in all fairness, I think if the guy would have stuck around, he probably would have made it.
Right.
He just chose not to.
Right.
Chose not to put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
And, here's what I'll say, kind of putting this in a wrapper a little bit. I think that, obviously talking about the buying colors, I don't know with this particular club. I don't find anything on here exactly what they're rather large. I don't think that there's a huge, prospect type period with this particular club.
Well,
I'm going to say there's not.
No,
I'm going to say there's not. Right. And that's where I kind of get that from is that
They probably have a minimum. You got to meet these standards. If you meet these
Right.
standards, you send in your money. We send you some patches. That's my opinion.
that's my opinion too.
And then again,
From everything I'm
talking
seeing
bad
here.
about them, it just is
No,
what it is.
it is. And there's lots of clubs like that.
Yeah.
And hey,
We used to belong to one like that.
absolutely we did. And that's how we started our whole LEMC, deal. So another thing is a lot of people find comfort in numbers. And so
We fell into that trap. When
we
started
fell
our
into
last
that
club.
trap. And I think he fell into that trap too.
could be.
Is my gut instinct is that he fell into that trap.
Well, and
Because this is a rather large club where we don't care how large we are. I could give two craps about that I have chapters in every state. In fact, we don't have chapters in other states because particular individuals did not want to put in the work, right?
Oh yeah, we've had plenty of requests from all over the U.S. and
As soon as we tell them,
what the
you're not just
program
gonna,
is,
we're
they
not
don't
going
wanna
to
be
send you
part of it.
patches. Yeah, we're not going to mail you patches.
Don't even get a response email back to
No.
what our requirements are.
Best thing we ever did is made a podcast episode. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And now I just refer those requests to that podcast episode. And after they listen to it, it's just funny how quick people want things these days.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Popeye?
No, I think you're
Deep thoughts,
You're exactly
Bri.
right. No, I mean it's. I think it would be a lot of fun to go down the road,
Right.
and you've got 150 of you all patched up. Everybody LE. I mean, that would be cool.
Right.
But you know what? How close are you with all of those guys? And you know
Right.
what? If now, maybe someday we'll even be there. But you know what? We're gonna know all those guys.
Oh yeah.
And
You're
it
gonna
will
know
take
everybody.
and it will take many years. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
going to happen in a year like
No.
some of these clubs.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, just because, like you said, you share the job, that doesn't mean that we're brothers.
Yep.
I work with plenty of people I don't like.
Amen to that.
It's a job. You're brought together by the job. That doesn't mean you're going to like each other.
Right.
I'm not saying I wouldn't back any one of them up in a heartbeat, but I'm not going to hang out with them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Not somebody I want to hang out with off duty.
That's true with any profession. That's not just
Oh.
law
Oh
enforcement.
yeah.
We've talked
Yeah.
about that in the
Oh, yeah.
past.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. You don't automatically like all your coworkers just because
No.
you have the same profession.
No, absolutely not.
There's,
Like I say,
there's some similarities, and you can relate on some levels,
Mhm.
but that doesn't make you true brothers.
Yeah, and for
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey, what Lee said.
right.
Absolutely.
Deep thoughts
No, I was just say for
by Popeye.
No, like I say, just for any group goes. It's not just our group. Once again, it's for
I-
anything. Make sure you know who you're letting in your club.
Yep.
Is it the end of that topic?
No.
No,
Okay.
And if you have the right things in place like we have, that's why we stall guys. We don't stall them. It's in our bylaws. We want to hang with you. We want to see what you're really about. We want to see if you want easy patches. We want to see if you're willing to put in the time. And by stalling you, not stalling you, but telling you up front that, this is the process and we're open and honest with you, usually either a guy's going to do it or they're going to bag out, as in this case. And great. We want you to bag out because we don't want you to put in the time if you're not willing to.
It's not like we're harassing people or hazing people.
We're just making you wait.
So that we can get to know
Thank
them.
you. And your family and your wife and your kids and all that kind of stuff.
It's a get to know you period. If you ask me,
absolutely.
You call it probationary period or whatever you want. It's a get to know you period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will say one interesting thing, Papa, and I'll get your take on this. I want to set this up now. This individual was hot to trot with us. For all intensive purposes, we were going to start very, putting them through the process very slowly, of course, as we usually do. Probably not the best way, and I don't know exactly why he did it this way, but that picture that was found with another cut while he's supposed to be hanging around with us was not supposed to be found on Facebook. I will tell you that LD got lucky. He came across that by accident.
Right.
That was not like on his page. What happened is a person tagged him in that photo, and LD had a third party thing he was looking at.
Wasn't even a person of a person.
No,
he was just looking because, we're friends with a lot of LAMCs and just happened to be looking through their pictures.
There
and
you
it was
go.
like, whoa, he goes, that looks like so-and-so.
And it was a back shot.
And it was
but
a
we
back
could tell
shot.
it's his bike.
With the bike, which is, he had some unique work done on it.
Yeah, and it was, in an area of Washington where we live. And he's
a county.
He asked me, he's like, that's kind of weird. And that is kind of weird.
He sent the picture. I'm like, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
But they were all back shots and bike shots, and there's no face.
Back of their cuts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't like he was putting it out there. Yeah, he was, my personal opinion, I suppose, is that I think he kind of felt like he kind of backstabbed us maybe a little bit, and that he was embarrassed about how he went about it.
Okay, well, that's nice to hear that he's...
I don't, he hasn't said that.
Right.
But that's what I would guess. I mean, he's an outstanding guy. He's, he's a good guy by the, I know him fairly well, and the, other guys in our club know him real well. And, they say he's a good guy, so I'll give him the credit they say he's a good guy.
Sure.
But like I said, as far as I think he is probably embarrassed about how he went about the whole thing, and the fact that what he told us and that wasn't true.
And that's what I'm getting at.
Fair enough.
At the same time, LD finds this particular picture. Of course, he sends it to us. And the whole time, he's emailing me totally. And, that's my only thing. And I'm not talking about, I don't know what was going on. So I'm not judging him. I'm trying not to make any assumptions. My whole deal was, it's cool if you want to go with another club, but don't have me sending you information and going through these processes and really trying to involve you in things. And all of a sudden it just freaking email me and say, you know what? Your club, not for me. Hey, cool, bro. I hope to ride with you sometime. I'm going with so-and-so club. Awesome, man. Best of luck to you. We'll catch you later. But it's the way it was done and and I just encourage people out there, if you're doing it that way, think about it.
What I call that, it's the same thing when admin's talking to you and you're just listening to what they're saying. It's the verbal BJ.
Yeah, exactly.
Quit giving me the verbal BJ, dude.
I love it, dude.
Just tell it out.
You just need to open up your mind and accept the verbal BJ.
No.
It's called a poop sandwich, by the way.
It is. It is a poop sandwich. And I don't know how quick he would have came out had we not found that picture. And of course, we handled it correctly. Sarge up there knew him since he's been a kid. Sarge from the Big River crew called him, just said, "Hey, what's the deal?" Not anything bad. Just, "Hey, are you with a different club? Because just let us know. We're cool with that."
And
I don't know what Sarge.
He admitted it when Sarge called him out and asked him about it. And the thing is that there was a ton of stuff going on up in his area. He'd had some family stuff going on. There was some there was some serious natural disaster type of stuff going on up there, and And he had mailed a ride for a while, and I was kind of giving the benefit of the doubt because of that. I mean, there's some serious stuff going on in his family and as well as in his area. And so I said, okay, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. And then, of course, all this stuff goes on. So
just not the best way to go about it.
No.
It was probably an accident. Whatever.
I think more embarrassment than anything. I think he understood it. More embarrassment than anything.
Right. So best of luck to him. And like I said, we're never going to name clubs or name names. It's just a story about, and the first thing I said when we found out about this, we did a group text, and I said exactly why we have the processes that we have in place. Once again, they did not fail us because we wrote them right from the inception of this club, and that was a key. And we wrote them difficult for a reason, because we never want to get somebody in this club that's not 1,000% committed and puts in the work and puts in the time. So props, good luck. It was just an interesting thing that I wanted to talk about on the show, as far as, some of the things that can happen. Again, why we're always checking. That's part of the background, right?
Yep.
We're watching these people, and it's not like we're stalking them, but we want to know everything about you, what you're doing, and all this. So, we'll probably never know the exact deal of why that went down, the way it went, but whatever. Any last things on that?
No.
Good process. Should we change it?
No.
Or good process worked out? Because that's Big River. Is that the first real hang around where I'm sure there's been other guys that ride with us, but the first one that we're like, yeah, he's a possible member.
Yeah, we've got other guys that ride with us, frequently, but yep, he's the first guy who
we're like, he's a possibility. The other guy's cool, whatever.
Right. The other guys, their wives don't want to let them join or whatever.
Balls in the purse, huh?
Yep.
Guys, get your balls out of your wife's purse. Straight up. You can't live a life with your balls in a purse.
A woman wants a man. She doesn't want a girlfriend. So just suck up. Be a man. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Be all that it is about being a man.
It's hard, though, when you started out in a relationship and you had no hand.
Yes.
You have to have, she had the hand.
You got to have you got to have the upper hand.
Yeah. And then
before you get married, have the upper hand. All the ladies listening right now are going, "Oh, you shut up. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, boy."
No, they probably, but they agree. I mean,
if they're biker chicks, they probably like guys.
True.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of family women that listen to this too. A lot of just biker chicks.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a guy, and
biker
I'll never
chicks.
apologize for it.
That's right.
I am who I am.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
But yeah,
and I found a woman
once you lose the hand, it's hard to get the hand back.
It is.
Or if you never had the hand, good luck getting the hand.
You'll never get it if you never had it.
No.
Yep.
No.
All right. Moving on. What do we got here?
There we go. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got on this show, guys? Don't forget to support us, guys. Head over to B&H Photo. You can use our affiliate link, lawabidingbikers.com/BNH. They got everything: photography, video, computers, audio, TVs, and more. You can usually get it cheaper than Amazon, where I get all my stuff. They are supporting us. We do have an affiliate, so go check them out, guys.
It's a nerd's paradise.
Oh, it is a nerd's paradise. You know what? Bikers take tons of photos, tons of videos, all that kind of stuff. They got smartphones even over there. They got everything.
Especially Sarge. He's got to stop every 5 minutes and take a picture of rocks.
Right. With his Polaroid.
Yeah.
I don't know if they sell Polaroids, but
he's had it since 1976.
But they do have good modern cameras. But I am excited to have them as affiliate guy, because like I said, I'm not kidding. In fact, and the shipping is usually free. Like all this equipment you guys see in here, B&H. Free shipping. I'm not just making that up. And like I said, sometimes you have to pay shipping with Amazon. Right now, no. For whatever reason, I talked to Oscar about this a little bit. No tax. Don't know how that works. Oscar said there's some kind of big litigate. I don't know. Amazon charges you tax right now because I think they got called on it by the feds. Whatever reason, a lot of companies, when you order online, you don't have to pay tax. B&H, you don't have to pay tax. That saves me a buttload of money.
Yeah, if they don't have a retail store in your state, then you don't have to pay tax. So like we used to be
Amazon doesn't have a retail store in our state.
I don't know why they charge tax, and it depends on, I think because Amazon's a middleman. Right. So like when Cabela's was not in Washington State, you could order from Cabela's and you never paid tax.
I don't like being the middleman. Go ahead.
But now that we have a few Cabela's in Washington, you have to pay taxes. That's the thing.
So I will tell you that with B&H, no tax, free shipping on like everything. And it's usually here within 3 or 4 days. So I strongly encourage you guys, if you want to get your tech on, get over there, use our affiliate, lawabidingbiker.com/B&H. All right. Here's a really cool thing that Charles Penner of Calgary, Alberta sent us. Thank you. He did it on our Facebook page, the community page over there, lawabidingbiker.com/Facebook. He gave us a link. This is really cool because in the past, we did an episode on blender pumps on E15 fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Hot episode. Now, he sent me a link to a pretty cool little website, and it is http:// Did you like that?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anyways, it's puregas.org. It is pure-gas.org, and it lists, the list of ethanol-free gas stations in the U.S. and Canada.
Go to Washington, see if our town's on there.
There you go. So,
Oh, by the way, look at beans, by the way. Alaska, all gasoline is ethanol-free. God bless Alaska.
I
kidding.
like that.
Wow.
As we've told you guys in the past, do not put E15 in your Harley or other motorcycle. It will void your warranty, and they're not going to tell you about it. You can't tell when you're putting it in. So I highly encourage you guys to go back to that episode. I don't know what episode it is off the top of my head, but you can just go to lawabidingbiker.com, hit the search bar, hit E15. You'll figure it out. So let's go to this pure-gas.org. Let's hit over to Washington here.
Yeah.
It's very accurate. I was playing around. It's got an app. Look at this. Available on the App Store.
Wow.
Oh, I'm checking
Available on your on your Android Droid on your Droid.
I don't have a droid. Don't look at me like that. I have a droid.
You do too.
I don't.
You have an
Not a
Android.
droid. Oh.
It's an Android. That's what they call it. Droid. All right. All you Droid.
The other thing,
Android fanboys.
not only bikes, because we got a lot of people out there probably do a lot of recreational things. Boats
Yes.
torn up by ethanol gas. So if you can find this pure gasoline, non-ethanol gas, put that in your boat. I've got a boat. I fish a lot. Especially with an outboard, because what happens is a lot of people, especially people who don't use a boat that much, take it out and let the thing sit. Maybe they only use it a couple times a year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, and that
Turn
ethanol,
into gel. Turn in those rubber lines into gel.
While it's sitting there just eating it up.
It does. It turns into just garbage down in the bottom of your tank, and it gets in your
Corn
lines and
makes whiskey.
eats your line. Yeah, so you can drink your gasoline after a while and be whiskey.
Oh,
Don't waste the
yeah.
corn on gas. Keep making whiskey, people.
That's what they should do, huh?
Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt you. I apologize.
You guys really need to hit that episode though. You don't want to put E15, and this site tells you where the ethanol free gas stations are. Every biker should have this. I don't care what kind of bike you have. We need to stand up to this and not be buying E15. There you go. Here's
Scroll
Washington.
Down, yeah. Let's see if Yak's on.
Oh, geez, look at that long list.
One
dude.
place.
Where
Where do I got to go?
there you go. All the way at the very bottom.
What?
1025 North 6th Avenue. Now, that would be up by Geldwin. And I don't even know where that is. Let's look right here. Look at there's a Google map thing. Let's see where it is.
I think it's...
See there? Here's North 6th Avenue. And here's Geldwin over here. Because, oops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, here's I Street. So look at, did they pin it? Is there a pin there?
It went away when you scrolled down.
Oh, did it?
Scroll down.
Okay, hang on. Stand by.
Now here's something else. If
Yeah,
you're,
go ahead, go ahead.
if you're putting your,
Waiting,
for places that have real
searching.
cold weather or something you can't ride for a month or two, because there's snow on the ground, try to have this in your bike. Try to have this in your bike rather
Yeah.
than have that ethanol. If you're riding a lot, if you're running regular, super unleaded in your tank, okay. But if your bike's gonna be sitting, definitely try to not have ethanol gas,
Right.
in your tank.
And I will tell you,
I don't think we can go to that one.
we can't.
Co Energy? No.
but
that's
remember, this list is ethanol
pure.
free.
Pure.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, it's okay to put E10 because all gas now has E10 in it. That's your 91, right? all gas. Everybody here is buying 10% ethanol. It's once you bump up to the 15, you have to be really concerned about.
Is there any
And so-
Wenatchee? Pure gas Wenatchee?
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh yeah. There's some.
Pure.
Let's see.
Mhm.
No ethanol whatsoever.
Put it in my boat.
Do you? Where do you go?
There's a place on
Oh, Cheyenne.
5th Street off of Wenatchee. Yeah. Go down to. This actually has
Here,
more
look
Oh,
at
yeah,
all
look
the
at all
ones
those.
in
Yeah, look at all those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we roll.
Yep.
We're
They got a
nice.
bunch of them.
Yeah, we're Republicans up there. for the
Pacific
most part.
Pride, Chevron, unbranded, Union
America.
76.
America.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys got a few. Anyways, really good resource, guys, and I want to thank so much Charles Penner of Calgary, Alberta,
Thanks, Chuck.
for sending that in. You know what? We don't got time for that. Let's take a web comment here. This is in reference to the Boombox infotainment system. Why don't you go ahead and read that, one of you guys? Go ahead, Popeye.
We're looking
This is from
at,
Joe, by the way.
Joe, the complete Harley Davidson Boombox infotainment system. I have a 14 Ultra LTD that was
Limited.
limited. Yep. That was an October 13 build. So a 2013 bike that I just bought. Looking at the Boombox tutorial, I see 3 different ones. Is there one that covers all the Boombox, nav, etc. updates? So go ahead with your response, there, Ryan.
All right, so here you go, Joe. There is a touchscreen boombox. That is the 6.5 GT, which I have on my 2014 Street Glide Special, and there is a smaller non-touchscreen model, which is the 4.3-inch screen that comes on the standard Street Glides. So depends which bike you get, whether you have the touchscreen. Now, they work exactly the same, except the smaller 4.3, you can't touch the screen, but you have to use these soft buttons along the side. Now, on both, you can use the control sticks, which are the joysticks on the control clusters, which are on your handlebars. Okay, there's little joysticks there. And so yes, the video will teach you, my particular video will teach you, it doesn't matter which one you have. In fact, in my video, I only use the joysticks during the tutorial video because I don't want my hands in the way of the touchscreen. And that's the way I use it when I'm riding. I actually don't really reach up and use the touchscreen. However, there are a few things on the Boombox system that can only be used via touchscreen, and that's usually when you're stopped anyways. But you can get all videos, Boombox, the regular getting started, lawabidingbiker.com/boombox. Now you need to keep your Boombox software and maps up to date at all times. They're constantly fixing things, constantly getting rid of viruses, things like that. You can get that full tutorial at lawabidingbiker.com/boombox software. And last, if you want to learn how to use the ride planner online, the free Harley ride planner, you want to plan your ride, you want to download it, you want to upload it to your Boombox, that is lawabidingbiker.com/ride planner. Complete tutorial, everything you need to know about the Boombox system. It will be in the show notes, of course, for this episode. All right, Lurch, why don't you hit this email up? All right.
I got mail.
Dive into the email bag.
I got
Dive
mail.
in.
Yay.
Here is an email from Alejandro Guevara of Hialeah, Florida.
That's Alejandro.
Alejandro, what did I say?
Alejandro.
Did I say something? Oh,
You're saying it like a
I'll
gringo.
say
Go ahead.
Alejandro Guevara
There you go.
of
Thank you.
Hialeah, Florida. Subject, simply kudos is the subject of his email. So he says, just donated money to your site. I did this because I ran across the YouTube videos and followed through on downloading your podcasts.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. You are doing a great job, my friend, on spreading knowledge and experience to the biker community. I love riding and truly enjoy reading and listening to anything regarding motorcycles. I am currently saving to buy my Harley Street Glide, just like your 2014. Very sweet ride you have. Anyway, keep up the good job. Also, great interview with the gentleman from the Metal Alliance MC. I have a brother and sister both employed as paramedics here in the city of Hialeah, Florida. I got myself hired to attend police academy. Good job, brother. For Miami-Dade. He's going to be busy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe not. But unfortunately, I had to resign to marital issues. Okay, dump her, go to the academy. Go figure. I got divorced after anyways. Ironic. I hope Metal Alliance starts up a South Florida chapter soon. All I'll say is, man, put your application back in.
Yeah.
Go to the academy. There's lots of fish in the sea.
Yes.
Keep up the great work and stay safe riding, and most important at work. Thank you for making our nation street safe. God bless.
Yeah, where I first learned on that, where this guy, he got out of going to the academy because of a wife. I was at basic training, and my drill sergeant said something about his first wife, and He goes, yeah, you know, ended up being married to her for 8 years or whatever. End up getting a divorce, but man, she cost me a lot of training, a lot of good training. Yeah, you're not going. You're not going.
Yes, sir.
Dump her.
There, you'll find one that's just fine with you being a cop.
That's right. Thank you so much, Alejandro, for sending the email props. Shout out to Hialeah, Florida. Amazing. Amazing. Anything else you guys want to say? Oh, he was talking about Metal Alliance MC. We did a full interview. Very cool. Make sure you guys hit that episode up. It was a full interview. All right. Who wants to hit the next email? Let's see what we got. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I got mail. Yay! I got mail. Yay!
Brian of Surprise, Arizona, 2014. It's going to be a street glide.
We don't want that. Sorry.
2014 saddlebag came off going at 70 miles an hour on the freeway.
Oh, this is interesting.
That's not good. Just wanted to say thank you for posting DIY, do it yourself, videos. Although I do know my way around anything mechanical, I am constantly searching for easier, less expensive ways to complete a job.
That's what we're about right here, Popeye.
Yeah.
Boom.
I purchased your service video for the FLHXS.
That street glide special?
Right. Recently, and it saved me time and lots of cash, and I thank you for that. I do have a question regarding the saddlebag that came off. Here's the question. Having spent over 7 years in the Army, thank you, brother, PMCS, which is Preventative Maintenance.
I knew.
Oh, man.
That's why I brought him in. I didn't know what it meant.
Preventative Maintenance Checks and Services.
Nice. Very, very nice.
And I've been out for a while. I've performed many of PMCSs. Is part of my daily routine when riding. Part of my routine, I check my bags to ensure they are secure. I am not sure if you have heard of any other problems with the quick release pins coming loose, but I have. So I check every time I take off. I went to the dealership after the incident. They took pics and sent it up the chain to see if it would be covered. I just received a call back, and I was told the pics were blurry. Yeah, it sounds like garbage. And was asked to come back in today. Any thoughts on how to handle this matter, if any, or excuse me, any thoughts on how to handle this matter if they deny my claim? Thank you for any help or advice you might have. I can be reached, of course, by the number below.
Absolutely. And we went back and forth a couple times. I gave him some advice, getting the pictures, getting squared away, finding out whatever evidence he had online about these particular pins coming loose. I have not had a problem with this whatsoever. I was unaware of it. It does sound like there may be a select few. It's not huge because I Googled it and did some other research. But anyways, here he comes back and he says, hey, Ryan, this is after some response. I think it's going to work out for him. So, hey, Ryan, thank you for your response. Just got back from HD. They took more pics and inspected the other bag. The tech noticed both my release pins were missing the washers. Ooh, see, there's the problem. One of the problems. Long story short, I had to write a sworn statement saying I did not remove the washers. I should hear back from them by next week. I will keep you guys posted. Thanks again for the response. Ride safe, Godspeed, Brian. Thank you, Brian of Surprise, Arizona. Now, have you guys heard anything about this at all?
Nothing.
I hadn't either.
But it makes sense if the washers are gone,
Right.
it's not going to tighten up like it should.
And maybe that's a factory thing.
Maybe
where it's happening with some bikes. I don't know. I don't think it's a huge widespread problem because I haven't heard of it. And just researching it on the web, there's not a ton. It seems very selective. Can that kind of stuff happen with any bike? Yes. Things happen in manufacturing. Things are forgotten, whatever. But certainly, if you guys have heard about this or you have more information on it for the law-abiding biker community, please hit us up, 509-731-3548. That is our listener line. Or leave us a voicemail right from your computer, lawabidingbiker.com/voicemail. And we will play your message and we will get it out to the law-abiding biker community. All right. Anything else you guys have before we get out of here?
Let's wrap it up, baby. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Anything, Lurch?
Just like you want to do with a cheap hooker.
I prefer to call them ladies of the night.
It took me a second, but I know what you're talking about.
Ladies of the night, please. Have some respect.
If you love it, lube it. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. Call to action, guys. Head out. Make sure you get our app, our exclusive law-abiding biker podcast app. You can check it out, lawabidingbiker.com/app. You can get it on the iOS platform. You can also get it on Android. Anyways, we should tell you how to get it. You get it through the Podcast Box app. It does cost just a few dollars on the iOS side, but well worth it. You get everything first. The episodes, in fact, were released. Sometimes you get them 5 days early.
Frustrates the hell out of me because I see it. It's released and I'm waiting for it.
You can't. Why wait? You're
and I'm on it.
You don't even have the app?
No.
That's ridiculous. Get the app, guys. You get all the show notes. You can call us right from in the app. You can leave a voicemail. You can see all the show notes.
I need to get it.
You get it 5 days early. I release them 5 days. You can't get it on iTunes, can't get it on Stitcher, nowhere else unless you have the app. That's my call to action, guys. Don't forget to rate us in iTunes and Stitcher. You already know our phone number. I just told you our voicemail. Don't forget to get in that free email club, free coupon codes. It is free. You get everything first. They're all the free videos that we're sending out. I send you an email. Guaranteed no spam, lawabidingbiker.com/email.
I do have that, and you're right, no spam. I might get 1 or maybe 2 a month.
95% of them are about free stuff, huh?
Yes.
Here's another free video. Here's another free this. Here's another free blog. Yep. That's how we roll right now. Don't forget, guys, if you want to help us out, lawabidingbiker.com/donate. Keep the content coming your way. You can help us on our Patreon page too, lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon. What are you waiting for, you freaking bikeaholics? Get out there and freaking ride, huh?
Put it all aside and get out there and ride.
Get on a bike and ride.
Thanks, Popeye. Thanks, Lurch, for being in the studio.
Glad to be here.
You guys rock.
Can you imagine a world without cell phones?